I love the memories of collecting and putting things together and helping people really live a better life. I just love design. I'm Suzanne Kasler. I'm an interior designer, and we're here at my house in a beautiful Buckhead neighborhood of Atlanta. We have lived in Atlanta for many years, and the one neighborhood I wanted to live in was called Haynes Manor, which is the neighborhood we're in now. I kept looking, and I looked for 3 years, and I found this house, and someone had renovated it into a really modern renovation. But I had always wanted one of those classic Georgian-Regency houses that you see and think of when you think of Atlanta. I ended up getting in a bidding war and got the house because I bought it as is, knowing that I was going to gut the house. And I called my friend Bill Baker, and he kind of evolved it into this kind of Regency Georgian house. When I think about designing a house, to me it is all about the architecture. Once you get the architectural envelope right, the decorating unfolds in a whole different kind of way that I have found to be the most successful way of creating a lifestyle. So we've just come in to the entry of our house. And the interesting thing about the entry is the original front door was here in the middle. And because I didn't want to have the shotgun entry and I wanted a more Regency house, we added this little alcove on. I have my collection of my favorite pieces of the Mark Evans mirrors. It's one of those collections that I have almost completed. When I was getting ready to do my 4th book with Rizzoli, I knew the name of the title was going to be Edited Style. One thing that starts happening as a designer, we are very sensitive to what's happening with our clients and what's happening in the design world. And so many of us have been collecting and shopping and buying, and then it needs to have an edit. And so I started thinking about, how do we edit? Editing does not mean not collecting. It doesn't mean that you are cleaning out everything and having it minimal. It's just how we put those collections together and how you do end up maybe having your favorite pieces. And collections are memories of places and things and experiences that people have. I'm here with my Eiffel Tower collection. And as you can see, I have collected so many over the years. And I decided to put them all in one place with some of the Paris books. But I found glass ones, their ornaments, sparkly ones. I don't know if I really have a favorite. People always ask, what is your favorite room in a house? And my favorite room is the living room. And the reason is, in a living room are really always the favorite pieces, the most special of your collections. I love this marble table I found at the Paris flea market. I love putting a library table in a living room because then you can put all of your collections in any kind of composition that you find, certainly books and objects. So I have, modern sculpture, painting. My signature has always been white. I love white. And when I was doing my house and doing an edit after I'd been here for maybe 10 years, I tried all these different whites. And I ended up back with Benjamin Moore White Dove. And white paint gives you this background that everything kind of then can be layered on. And so for me, I then use color more strategically. I'm known for using color in many ways, but I do start from white. One of the things that I think my style really is able to do, I love beautiful things, but I really want it to be comfortable. Part of it is I do have a way of not over-decorating. This is the family room, and this is the room that is the most lived-in part of the house. I love the modern and the kind of transitional look of that room. I love framing things, like I framed the invitation my parents had to the White House. Here's a whole collage of our trip to Africa as a family. And I love how you can mix in these kind of pieces with modern art just to make it more personal, and have things in here that when you come in the room, it just has so many fabulous and special memories. I travel a lot, and what I like about my bedroom, it has some of my most personal collections, all my personal letters and notes from my daughter, my mom. That area of the house kind of is probably my little space. It's funny, when I come home, that's where I will go first. So here's the dining room with my beautiful custom khaki painted wallpaper, and we did a mirror and decorative supply trim. I do love mixing the Jansen chandelier and then the modern lights that I found in Paris. I found this antique fireplace in Paris, and I bought it before I even had bought the house. And then when we were getting ready to do the house, we brought it over, and it was the exact proportions of the opening of the original fireplace. I love having a bar or some color that you see from far away. Bill Baker, the architect, detailed this beautiful opening, and we lacquered it high gloss Limoges blue inside. One of the things I did decide to do in my kitchen, I did the big cretonne windows that connect us to the outside visually, and you can see how they open, kind of like a European house. And the kitchen kind of is in the background, so everybody can kind of really be part of the outside space, and you can visually see. Our outside space is like an interior room in a way. I wanted our landscaping to be very minimal and very tailored. And I wanted the pea gravel right outside so it would look very French and European. I did not put the loggia right off the kitchen. I put it off the end of the living room so you'd get natural light into the kitchen. I think my house has really positive energy. And a lot of it is just all the memories. We had our daughter's wedding here. I just love that even though it seems like maybe it's like a designer's house, it could be kind of a lot, everybody just comes and just uses it and just lives in it. And I think that to me is maybe the best thing about the house. And that's what houses should be.